Number 4, which statement about the fractions 1/2 and 4/8 is true? Okay, this one's a tricky one because it's asking you to think about these two fractions and how they relate to each other. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys about 1/2 and 4/8. So let's pretend we've got two candy bars, okay? And one of them is split into two pieces, okay? And then the other one is split into 8 pieces. Do y'all remember doing this whenever we had our, when we tore those pieces of paper, all those strips, and we made equivalent fractions? So we cut two strips and we made them into equivalent fractions. So what 1/2 and 4/8 is saying is that 1/2 looks like this, and then 4/8 looks like this. So they are equivalent fractions, and 1/2 is equal to 4/8. But do you notice 1 is half of 2, right? Because 2 divided by 1, or 2 minus 1 is 1. And look at 8 minus 4 is 4. So half of 8 is 4. Or 8 divided by 4 is 2. Or 8 divided by 2 is 4. Either way, both of those work. Anytime you're looking at half, you're just dividing it by 2. Now, let's look at our answer choices. F says these fractions are equivalent, which we knew that that was true, because their denominators are half of their numerators. Okay, you have to be careful about this because the denominators are not half of their numerators. Their denominators are double their numerators. 4 times 2 is 8. So that's not right, but you have to read carefully. G says these fractions are equivalent, and that's true, because their numerators are half of their denominators. Now that sounds right, because the numerator is half of the denominator. H says the fractions are equivalent because their numerators are twice their denominators. Now that's not true. If it were to say the denominators were twice of the numerators, that would make it correct, but it doesn't. It says the numerators is twice. That's not correct. J says the fractions are both equal to 1 because their numerators are less than their denominators. That can't be true because when we even drew out our picture, it's not equal to 1, it's equal to 1/2. So our answer is G. Very good.